Hey YouTube, the best team in dueling is here. No, I'm kidding. This is Team Dark Retro 3 coming at you with the deck profile for Darklord Agent Turbo. A long name, but the longer the better. So, here we go. This deck tapped on my locals for the first time ever bringing it. It would have been different if I would have had one card, which I'll tell you what it was. But I'm also looking for a Dark Armed, because the tournament opened my eyes to a couple cards I need, and Dark Armed would have been awesome. So, I'm taking out one Asmodeus for Dark Armed, but for now Asmodeus is at 2. Because he's just a good beater and a pretty good effect. But my favorite card in the deck still stands to be Superbia, because he's the heart of like 10 different plays. Like, he's just awesome. So keep him at 3. Zerato at 1, because with Starlight Roads and stuff, like, yeah, he's a 28 beater, but then you got your 29s and your 3000. Plus you got double Christia at 28. Plus Christia just shuts down duels. If they don't have like a Mirror Force or Deep Prison or Bottomless, like if you go first, Christia does damage. You got double Athena. Athena helps special summon, do damage literally, and move around a lot of cards. Athena plus Superbia is a great play. Like, awesome. So you got double Hyperion. You got Hyperion can be brought out with Agents, which you run 4 of, or Valhalla, which you run 3 of. You got, for your Agents, you got double Earth to search out your double Venus. To special summon your Shine Balls. Now your Shine Balls are, I only run them at 2 because they're a crappy card. The only thing I use them for is Gotchi, and that they're light fairies. So, I mean, they do help a lot, but they just suck. You got double Hecatrice. I had it at 3, but that was just too much because I drew into like 2 Valhallas. There was one duel I drew into 2 Valhallas and 2 Hecatrice. And then my second draw was another Hecatrice. So, shoot me now. I don't know how, but I won that duel. But still, you got 1 honest. And then for the non-fairies, Gores, which I originally was taking out, but then I realized that was just a dumb idea. So I'm keeping him. Chaos Sorcerer. Grammel. If I had BLS, I'd put BLS in, but Chaos Sorcerer. Grammel's awesome. And Morphing Jar. That's awesome. This deck runs a lot of graveyard. So Morphing Jar is big. Morphing Jar helps, and your opponents never expect it. They see Fairy, the last thought in their head is a 2-star rock monster that demolishes the graveyard. Well, not demolishes, fuels. And you got triple Valhalla to start up the spell cards. For draw power, you got double Trade-ins. And you got a Lure of Darkness. You run 10 darks or 8 or something around there. And card destruction. It's like a Morphing Jar but from the hand. Card destruction is awesome. Now for destruction, you run 1 Heavy Storm. Only heavy. You don't really run MSCs. I have 3-sided just in case, but that's why I keep 1 Heavy Storm mained because you don't run a lot of back row. You got double Smashing Round. You only run 3 traps, but you might have to set your spells and stuff, so that way you can like Morphing Jar or card destruction and keep the cards you want. And Dark Hole. That was for destruction. Now for special summoning, you got Monster of 1, double Call, and a Return from a Different Dimension. Be careful with this card. It can hurt you, but at the same time, it can win you duels. So, use it right, and it's like a big asset. I originally had Mausoleum in its place. If I would have drawn that in the round that I lost instead of Mausoleum, I would have won. So, oh well. So, you got double Gotchi. Gotchi is a very important card in this deck. It basically is, yeah, it's very important. It's like one of it'll probably be the card you're going to get out the most out of your extra deck. Leviathan for just in case. Zen mains just in case. I pulled out Leviathan twice before I had Zen mains, so I probably would have pulled out Zen mains maybe. Gaia. Scrap Dragon I just added in recently. Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. This card is awesome. I want a second one, but it's like $15. But this card is just amazing. Like, he's a super Scrap Dragon. He's 8-star Exceed, fuels the graveyard, and it's just nice. And then you get Mistworm. Mistworm I go into a bunch of times. You may not think I can, but you can. Trust me. And then for the side deck, it starts off with Cyber Dragon, just in case. Fossil Dino to I throw this in there from time to time to randomly mess with people. He's just a nice side deck card. System Down, one of my favorite cards. This card annihilates machines. It's pay 1,000 life points, Banish all face-up machine type monsters on your opponent's graveyard, and that they control. So, yeah, bye-bye gadgets, bye-bye Machina Fortress, and they're going to be big this format. So, Mirror of Oaths, because I've already played a GB deck and I wasn't prepared. So, like I said, you got the triple MST, because you don't really run a lot of back row destruction, and you don't want to waste Hyperion's effect on back row, unless you really have to. Compulsory Evac for like decks that they run that one big monster that takes a little bit of resources to get out. Just compulse it. Double Consecrated, because it's a fairy, you can special it. It doesn't hurt you, and it's like 1 star, which can maybe even assist with sinking. So you never know. It only slows down the dark part of your deck, and you have a lot more light than dark. So, Book of Moon, because that's just a good side card. Electric Virus for all those like dragon decks still running around, or for again Machina and all that stuff. And my favorite side card, favorite, Deck Devy. You tribute a dark monster 2,000 more attack, and you check your opponent's hand, all monsters they control, and all cards that are active until the third turn after this card's activation are destroyed. That with less than 1,500 attack are destroyed. So decks that run like plant decks are just annihilated. They can't even get the tokens because the tokens are less than 1,500. This card is awesome. I can't wait to try it. I really can't. But so far this is my deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.